Hi guys, today is the 25th of August 2020. It's 59 minutes past 1 in the afternoon over here in the UK, and I wanted to do a very quick video on this scene which is on screen at the moment. Now, I've spent many times over the last couple of years trying to figure out this scene, particularly what this is over here, because we know that we've got a crater here and it suggests some sort of explosion, and then we have the rippling effect with the Statue of Liberty and also the tsunami wave. All of it suggests some sort of seismological activity. Now over here, I think a lot of us have interpreted this shape as looking like a rabbit or a bunny or a hare. We can obviously see ears here. This is where the face would be, and then, sorry, the wind, and then you've got the legs. Obviously, one of the legs appears to be missing, but here it looks like a bunny, right? So we've gone with that theory a lot, and it's like follow the white rabbit kind of theory. So we're always kind of looking across. It seems to be pointing straight across. Now you look over here and you're thinking, well, if it's pointing at this, what is this? I've had a new revelation. As I'm looking at this, or as I was looking at it, I now see the head of an elephant, sort of like a fossilized elephant. So you can see where the trunk would be. This is where the eye would be, but this is where they placed the crater. This is where the ear would be, although it appears that the full ear is not there. And then this is the tusk just here, but it's separated from the body. Again, that's why I say it looks like a kind of like a fossilized elephant. And I'm thinking, what is the deal with the elephant? The elephant. It's not just in this media. I've seen references to the elephant. Also in Game of Thrones, there was references to elephants. And I'm thinking now that this isn't a bunny, a hare, or a rabbit. It's a donkey. And I'm going to explain why I think that, because obviously the donkey represents the Democrats and the elephant represents the Republicans. Now, at the moment, we have the Republican National Committee convention or conference going on in North Carolina, Wilmington, I believe it is. And I feel like, along with the hurricane approaching Texas on the 27th and the number 27 being very prevalent in this video, it may indicate that something might happen at the RNC. Maybe on the last day of the convention, which would be Thursday. Obviously, I hope nothing like that happens, but that's the interpretation I'm getting. And where the donkey, if I'm going to call this a donkey now, looks to be more intact, the elephant looks to be kind of fossilized. It's dead, basically. And then when I'm looking at this scene here and I'm thinking of the Republicans, it made me think of this scene here, or supposedly here, there we go, where we have the Antichrist figure rising up above these people, and then the explosion kind of wiping them all out. And then I was just looking at this crater in the center, and I was thinking, what if this scene that we're seeing here is more like a zoomed in version of what has taken place here? So these people could represent the Republican Party, and then you have this shape here in the iceberg type thing, which looks like an elephant, which also represents the Republican Party, and both scenes have this crater attached to it. And even in this scene, you have this rippling wave effect of the smoke, which kind of gives you a reference to this rippling wave effect that we're having with the water. So that's pretty much where I am, and I just brought up these images on Google so you can see kind of what a donkey looks like and the way its ears are and the way its head is, and obviously how that could I have to go back, sorry, could be an interpretation here. Donkey ears, the face would be here, the legs, of course. The only drawback on that is there's no indication of like a donkey tail, like a slightly longer tail. But I'm not gonna put too much weight on that, because I know that these images in this video can be multi-layered. So we could be looking at both a bunny, rabbit, hare, kind of telling you where to go in terms of follow the white rabbit, but then we've also got the shape of a donkey in conjunction with an elephant, giving you a reference to the Republican and the Democratic parties. That's just my thoughts. That is just my thoughts, and again, I always hope and pray that none of this happens. but I have to put the warnings out there just in case, you know. So if you're intent on attending the RNC convention or you're going to be in the area, I would suggest you stay cautious and alert for any potential events that could take place, um, particularly involving some form of explosion or something along those lines. Again, these are just interpretations, but I'm finding that a lot of these scenes are matching up. They just tell the story in a slightly different way, from a slightly different perspective. And maybe that's because um, while they want to kind of get the message out there, if they put the message out in one way, maybe people won't recognize it. So the message is put out in many different ways: Morse code, images, motions, to repeat the same story over and over again throughout the video, so that whether you're great at Morse code or whether you're great at looking at images, you should be able to decipher what the video is saying. And with all of that said, you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.